Welcome back to Back Out of the Case. This is Skyflight44, aka Zach44, and we're playing today Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Lovely, lovely game. Finally get to the meat of the game. In episode 1, too bad there's only 5 episodes in the entire game, but, well, it's long enough. Oh yeah, I'm doing, at this point, post commentary, so I have no idea what the hell I'm doing right now, or what the video's doing. Damn, maybe I should have cut this out. Yeah, what was I doing?
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle of Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Okay, now we get to do Tide of Terror, the first episode. And it's definitely one of the better episodes. Though I will say, Bentley doesn't shut the hell up in the first part. Damn, a stealthy approach is definitely not one of my favorite levels. Just because he doesn't shut up. I mean, I get it, it's the advanced tutorial. But, what the hell? He doesn't shut up. Okay. Now we're going to be introduced to clues here. There are green bottles with, well, a clue in it. And they always come, I think, within 20, 30, or 40 per level. And, well, first one obviously has the least, having 20. So, once they ever get shut up, I can explain. Okay, so they're just randomly put around the, well, not randomly as in randomly generated places, but randomly as in they're everywhere. And so they sometimes can be fucking hard to find. Specifically in some of the later levels. And there's one level I'm thinking of, I think it's Temple of Fire, in the 4th episode, which is actually probably one of the worst ones because you have to beat the game before you can actually get that vault opened. Well, it's stupid. Stupid, let's just say that. Actually, Temple of Fire was even... just finding everything was freaking hard. Oh. Just remember to smash everything you can. And this game actually has very little breakable objects compared to Band of Thieves and Honor Among Thieves. Especially Honor Among Thieves. I remember a lot of places where you can smash tons of shit. Which, well, gives you coins. But in those games, yeah, you really don't usually get coins that way. Because, well, you sell what you have. What you steal. But, actually, coins are more important in this game. But, yeah, that you don't get them that much. Though enemies will give you a good amount. But the entire coin system is that if you don't have a charm, you will get a charm upon actually getting 100. for the coins. Upon getting a second 100, or just having a charm and getting 100, you'll get a gold charm, which will actually last 2 hits. Once you get hit, it'll go back to regular charm. Once you have charmed horseshoe, once you actually have a golden charm and you get 100, you get an extra life. And you can get a lot of extra lives that way if you're really good at this game.
More like a machine than a hideout.
Now, while I was explaining that, a while back, there was that spotlight, and the game makes it sound like if you actually get hit by a spotlight, you're going to spontaneously combust. But in actuality, you have to get hit by or seen by the spotlight, and then it will turn red. And if you actually get hit by the red spotlight, which is a laser, it will spontaneously combust, which sucks. But I have no idea why the game just wouldn't explain it that way. Because, well, it makes it seem like you're really going to die on the first hit. And see, Bentley doesn't shut up. I think that's kind of critical because I'm not shutting up right now. But Bentley just doesn't shut up with these heads. I mean, yeah, sure. Everything so far when you needed a thief move was basically jump, or for me was jump and then hit the circle button, or just use the circle button. But I usually just jump to it and then circle. Oh yeah, and I was just trying to get around it. You can, and I have, and I think you have to do that to get the actual, well, they're called time trial. Time trials are complete dick moves by Sucker Punch. They're not as hard as Crash Bandicoot Warped Platinums. I think there was Platinums in that game for time trials. I don't remember getting many above gold, so I wouldn't know. But I know somewhere in the Crash Bandicoot franchise, there was Platinum relics for the time trials. It's not as hard as that, but it's definitely just as hard, if not harder, some of them, than the gold ones. I mean, seriously, there's one time trial I might actually do just to show you, and that's just because it's very easy. Why? Because there was an unknown, or possibly it was known. The developer just didn't mean to put it in. A shortcut, which is very, very useful. And it actually makes the level much I'm not gonna say better, but passable. Just because to get the vault you have to actually use it, or you're going to spend like another 20 seconds, maybe a half a minute in the level, and it just gets annoying. So now we got our first special move. All special abilities, moves, all use the triangle button, and once you get multiple you can switch through them with R2 or L2, and well, dive is the best one, by far the best one, but only once you get it upgraded. Well, see everybody.